Hi there. How's it going? Good evening, everyone. It's a little bit later today than I usually do, but I was busy with the kids. So we're doing some washing and Swedish lessons, etc. But anyway, I'm here now. This is going to be a short one tonight. I did an update on my profile earlier, so have a check at that. I mentioned the a fantastic podcast of Adam Krugschrank of South Africa, in his episode number 9, in which I'm participating. So have a check at that if you haven't, and a little bit also that the ringed storm petrel made it into the overall world list of bird, bird the Facebook group Bird the Feck at Home. Anyway, but have a check at that podcast. Now, so since that one, since the previous update, check that update. Since that, I've been out birding, and I went to a new park today. And today was the second day of these daily guided birding for beginners that I started in the parks. And we had a larger group today. It was 6 people in total, not too bad. And we went to a place called Pentagonito, which is the sort of what is it, like the, well, it used to be like the Secret Service sort of thing, but it's a military complex. It's like your Pentagon in the US, but much smaller. That's why it's the Pentagonito. And it's also like 5, it's not like it's like a 5-corner geometrical figure in the same sense. It's rather like an L-shaped thing. But anyway, it's but around there is a lot of green areas, and it's great for birding. We had over 20 birds in total between all of us, and there were some participants that were pretty good birders. And I actually had one new bird for the Urban Lima area. I've seen it before, but like in really sort of satellite parks to Lima, but not in Lima proper. So that was a nice surprise. It was a streaked saltator. And streaked saltator is a strange bird in Peru, because in most of Peru it's called streaked saltator, but it doesn't have any streaks. So that's the weird thing. It's the unstreaked streaked saltator. And I'm going to show you a picture here if I can get this thing working on my iPad. I may show you a true picture of what I took today um, when I do this update for this later on. Oh, it's not really wanting to work, does it? Okay, so here we go. Let's see how that looks like right there. No. Okay, so if you look at the bottom one, that is the one that we see here in Lima, right? So it's got a dark head. It's a little bit smudgy on the breast, olive back, fairly dark bill. Yeah. However, the one that you find further north in Peru, that would be the one here, right there, right? Okay. So, and that one is completely different. See how pale that is underneath, and it's still a streaked saltator. So to me, I often call it the unstreaked streaked saltator, and it's the Flavid collis subspecies. It goes up to southwest Ecuador as well. And then you have that really, really streaked one in the Marañón Valley, completely isolated. It doesn't look anything like the other ones, right? I mean, they all look pretty different. Okay, so apart from these 3 subspecies that we have in Peru, there's also there's about 8 subspecies in total. There's a couple of subspecies in Colombia, and goes up into Central America, and it also goes into Venezuela. But there's more to be said there. There's probably more than one species involved in this sort of very plastic streaked saltator and streaked saltator in Peru. All right, so I guess that was pretty much what I had to put forward tonight. I'll see if I can find some more topics for tomorrow. I am going birding again tomorrow at 9 a.m. And this time is going to be another park in the Surco district. And it's one that I never birded before, so it's going to be a little bit, well, quite exciting. Not that I'm sort of thinking that I'm going to see anything really, really unusual, but anyway. Talking about unusual things that you don't really expect to see, the one thing that we certainly did not expect to see today that came flying in, there's like a little pond. It's not, it's probably like 5 meters in diameter. It's a really, really small pond. And all of a sudden, a great egret flies in and sits at the edge of this pond. Hilarious. So that was one of the last birds that we saw today. All right, that's it for tonight. I'll see you again tomorrow. Check out on my Facebook profile. And you can also check here tomorrow night. I'm going to be flexible about the times, because it all depends on what kind of stuff I'm doing at home. And it's kind of hard to set an exact time. So if you're online, you will probably see, if you've been watching this before, you will probably see a little window pop up that I'm going live, and then, check in. It's going to be a short one anyway, right? So it's not going to take a long time for you. You're not going to lose a lot of time watching these videos. All right. So I see you tomorrow. Good night, and see ya.